Shaboop, we alive. Okay, here we are. Yes. Yeah, go watch the Match 20. Match 20 fucking rocks. Star Trek rocks. Bloodkeep rocks. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the table. We are half an hour late, so we're right on time.
Right on time, baby.
Right on time.
Oh, also, by the way, as we're beginning, shout out to _gaming creations _ on Instagram. Received this amazing little just message from them out of nowhere, a nice post. If you don't know what that was a burned piece of wood in the shape of our logo. Gaming creations, you rock. Please watch us. Go check out their content. Fucking rocks. Very talented.
And we buy that from you.
Yes, Gaming Creations. Literally, hit us up. If you're watching this for whatever reason, we want to purchase that. At least, sorry. I want to purchase that.
Now. Should we all try and outbid each other?
Yes.
Really funny.
They're in our Discord. We can always ask.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Drew, I already gave you the $25 for the Zoom premium subscription today.
No, homie,
I'm dried out.
I'm digging into my funds. I'm paying that out of my pocket.
Destroyed of the traveling Rulebo logo.
Rulebo
logo. The Woodburn Rulebo logo.
Yeah. The Woodburn Rulebo logo. What's so complicated about that?
We have an auction. It's just the six of us.
60 cents. 69 cents.
$400,000. Drew, this is no fun with you here.
$400,001.
Dude, you put a down payment on a house. You could have bought a house outright with that shit.
Drew's like, all I need is this, and holds the little plank of wood. To
Like,
protect
The
him from
rain's
the
coming
rain.
down. I'm using it as a hat.
You have $400,000?
No,
you
no,
paid
of
off all our student loan debt.
Of course I don't. Are you kidding me?
He's
You're
dodging the
sweating
question.
We got.
As he's like,
Wait, dodging the question. I just said no.
Dodging.
Hey, do you
Dodging.
have this money?
dodging.
No, you're dodging
No.
my question. No.
Dodging. Why are you dodging the question?
Evasive. Your Honor, make the defendant answer the question.
Smack his pee.
Your Honor, arrest this man. Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
All right.
What is that from?
Well, speaking about.
Judge Judy, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course. Remember when she said that?
Yeah, remember when she said that?
Of course.
Well,
course.
speaking of whacking peepees and being put on the stand, are we ready to hop into AJ's big day, guys?
It is AJ's
AJ's
big
big
day.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
Then, is there any other? I restructured. What's up, McClover? Welcome in. Thank you again for the subs. I love that little beacon next to your name. Is there anything else we want to hop into? I did restructure the meeting of the cult leaders because we do have limited time. So we're gonna be going a little bit faster than we normally would. But with all of that, anything else we want to get into before we hop in?
AJ's big day.
AJ's big day.
Was there an opportunity before to take a long rest? Or
No.
No. Okay.
No one here has slept in 20 hours. So
I love that.
20 hours.
yeah.
Guys, I have
Up
two
all
spell
night.
slots.
Since the
Up
fight.
all night.
I have 2 spell slots left. I have
Yes,
2 spell
just-
slots left.
Since we got to Zarigo,
Guys,
I
I'm gonna
guess.
get us into a fight. Let's go.
Well, hey, it's your big day. You can kill who you want. So-
Yay!
It's my big day and I'll
God
kill who
said
I
I
want
could.
to.
It's okay.
It's like
my
you're mowing the
nose is
lawn.
bleeding.
You're doing the
God
invincible
told
thing.
me.
You're just running through a crowd. Okay,
I'm Papa.
AJ.
AJ.
Okay,
That's
with
all.
that, we're gonna hop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no long rests, pure D&D, so yes, and yes. Okay, then as always, how about a deep and cleansing breath before we begin? Sound good?
Ah.
All right, then everybody, please join me. And everything after the breath is canon. Welcome back, everyone, to the Palm and the Fist. Specifically, Stalemate. Specifically, Supere. Specifically, Zarigo, aka the North Shore City. Over the course of the last couple sessions, you guys have been able to meet the All-God Cleric, see him, meet a cult leader, stop the effigies from burning, and begin to be worshipped by the inhabitants of this city. You killed Kenneth Ward, to which the All-God Cleric decided that a grand feast would be held in your honor for protecting his treasures and for your asserting your dominance over blasphemous non-believers. And as the All-God Cleric has gone off to help his deacon set up that feast, you have all walked the streets of Zerigo. You went into the Ashen Grove. You met the Druids. You met Clapper, aka the Clap, the previous head of the Sylvanus cult, and are now once again walking the city streets in search of the next cult leader. Now, before we head to the next one, you guys are able to hear in the distance a rumbling, clattering of like people making some kind of ruckus, maybe about maybe 4 or 5 blocks away. And it seems that there is another cult within the it seems like some kind of it sounds like dozens, maybe like 100 people in one confined building that's making a ruckus that's echoing throughout these streets that are like almost silent with the lack of, the lights go down, everyone's getting inside to stay safe. With that, you guys kind of hear that off in the distance. Any conversations that will happen after meeting Clapper and the Druids of the Ashen Grove, and the floor is yours. What do you do?
I think Mud just is wiping the blood from his nose that's a little bit it was a little bit crooked from a blow that Clapper landed on him, and he just fixes it and starts wiping the blood from his face.
How about next time we don't get into fights with cult leaders right away, people?
Hey, he did it first. He fucking did it first, okay?
We have an image to put up here.
Yeah, an image that we take no shit. That guy was an asshole.
He has his reasons. We knew each other back in Tangleroot.
I assume that's not how all druids greeted each other.
No. It's so his faction, every one of them in there are wildfire druids, and they aren't really good at growing, but they're really good at making the land fertile for the next harvest. They're also really good. So one of the... do you remember under the arbor? Through those tunnels?
Yeah.
When they got so tight you couldn't fully breathe?
Yeah.
So there's a box in Tangleroot that they put you in if you've done something wrong, and the way they leave you there for weeks. And one of the ways we figured out how to cope with it was if you pressed your nose to the corner, you could smell the fresh grass outside. And it was a way we kept each other sane, but somebody ratted to Slashclaw, and he had the wildfire druids burn the plants while I was inside it. So they weren't really popular back in Tangleroot.
What was he talking about? About how you got people killed?
I used to pray till Sylvanus every night of my life until Slashclaw chased me through the woods. And one night I thought I got a sign. It wasn't, but I fought back. I wasn't the instigator. I wasn't brave enough to start things, but I thought surely with Sylvanas at my back, now is the time. And it wasn't. And I got a lot of people killed. And the grand finale of it was a grand chase that Slashclaw put on for the whole island to see, but he got sold off before the punishments got doled out, so he only saw the damage I caused and not the atonement. I shouldn't call it that. Not the punishment I got for it. I wasn't the only one on that compost heap. I was just the only one that woke up. So, fuck Sylvanas. Fuck a god who never answers, right?
Well, it sounds like we don't need him or his followers.
Yeah. I don't want the druids here to suffer. They don't deserve that. But I'm also you guys are so talented and so I'm not trying to put myself down here. I'm really not. I really struggle with the idea that I could be chosen to a god who never cared about me in the first place. You know, I was clearly never one of his favorites. I kind of backdoored my way into all this, so I just don't really. I know it's like we need the power. I don't think I could be his chosen.
You don't have to do it in his name.
I wouldn't. That's the only way. You know, nature doesn't need a fucking man on a throne with antler crown to do her shit, you know. She's been doing it long before the gods existed.
There's also plenty of options.
Yeah. Maybe
Of-
Shantea. Sorry, I interrupted. But...
No, I didn't mean of chosen. I meant of cult members. Here, gods that you could choose from.
Yeah, I don't really want to worship any gods.
I'd join a mud cult. That's what you wanted.
Join a mud cult?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We chose you.
Yeah. And that's been keeping me going. God,
As much
my nose
as-
is swelling up. Jesus Christ. I mean, clumping. God.
As much as I'm all on board of you not worshiping a god, please act the part right now until we're out of here. Until he's gone. We all need to act the part. They think we are these people, even if we are or even if we aren't.
I know.
And I know this is going to be a struggle for you. But
I'm good at being in the background. I'm not gonna cause any trouble, and I'm not gonna be the reason why we get caught.
They now know that Sylvanas' chosen is not one to be trifled with. It's a good image.
They won't tell anyone.
No, because if they do, we'll tell them that they are not true worshippers, that they follow a false prophet.
I know he did full Dr. Disrespect, slap me across the face to start that. I also really don't want to see these druids die. I really don't want to be the cause of their death.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh. I think Mud just takes 2 little bits of cloth and sticks them up his nose.
There's a ruckus going on. I can't lie, say I'm not curious as to what's going on.
Oh, what's happening over there?
Lump and Colt.
Shall we go look?
I only have 2 first-level spell slots. I need everybody to know that I have 2 first-level spell slots and nothing else. I am tapped.
Go check it out.
Does
Okay.
anyone
Walking-
need like a quick break before we go check something out?
I need
Something
a
new?
full sleep. I need
I
to
don't-
sleep.
Hmm.
We can't do that. We're right in the middle of the party, you know.
I
But if someone
know.
needs like a quick nap,
An hour-long nap, you might say.
A short nap.
I will let you know a short rest is coming.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Only a short rest.
Yes.
Oh.
Fuck!
The days
I-
here are long.
That does nothing for me.
guys, let's speed run the rest of these intros to go back to bed.
Who are you?
Oh,
Cool.
for-
Bye. Who are you? Cool. Bye.
Yeah, let's go look at more interesting gods. Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
I appreciate you guys sticking with me.
Always.
So long as you stick with us.
Always.
Okay. Well, with that, I mean, a wonderful piece of history for Mud. Kind of just delving deeper into that, you guys are then able to make your way over to investigate the ruckus being caused 4-5 blocks away. Again, unpaved streets, like it's sand, then it's broken rock, then it's sand, then it's debris. It's very difficult to navigate here. You're able to see what could be described as like street urchins, basically, that would be prepared to rob people that aren't nearly as intimidating as you guys, who quickly disappear back into the shadows and the destroyed ruins to move out of your eyesight to not incite any kind of wrath. As you guys move to the city. And then let me just change the music real quick. The ruckus becomes louder the closer you get to it. That is just how sound works. And you are able to come up to a large building that appears to have been a brewery at one point. Like massive vats of ale, whiskey, scotch, gin, vodka would have been brewed here using any of the natural components that would go into alcohol of that type. But has now been this place is derelict. You are able to see chunks of stone taken out of the entrance, sword slashes through wooden posts, arrows sticking out of it. You see, like, there is no name to this place. It's just a broken sign just scattered to the floor here. It seems that this place is centered around violence and destruction. Okay? And you come across the brewery. What do you guys do?
Thinking I've taken the hint, look to AJ and be like, mayhaps.
Harry, this isn't one of those divorce bars, is it again?
Dude,
I don't
Oh,
know if
I
can
only
go
know
on.
of the one.
Okay.
I mean,
I
who knows? Maybe it's.
don't
a chain.
think I can go through another divorce.
AJ looks at
Are
Moss
you
and be like,
even
"Don't look at
married
me. It could be
again?"
her too." Could
I
be
mean,
either
that's
of
true.
us.
I don't think it's me. I don't
Which
think
of
there's-
us?
Well, the two of you, AJ and her, you're the biggest ones of us, so perhaps you should lead the way?
I don't think I have any followers here.
But still,
Fine.
you're strong and intimidating.
I duck like a thrown bottle, and I go, either way, we should probably figure out who.
Well, so we see people like being rambunctious and stuff, or we're just like at the front of like the area.
You look through a window that is just a hole in a wall because the window has been smashed, and you are able to see like people drinking, people eating like hard. These are rough individuals, like leather armor, like chains wrapped around them, like all kinds of weaponry, like not well maintained, like rusted swords and dirtied war hammers. Like it seems that this is, and also races, sexes, species, all kinds of people in here. There is no one homogenous group or uniform.
All right. Before I go in, I tap AJ on the back of the shoulder and I go, "It's your big day," and I walk in.
All right.
Sick. Before I walk in, we're just gonna go with that. I've had this the whole time. I'm gonna have my glaive stick out from my back, so I look extra armed.
Your glaive stick out from your back. You have a glaive?
I have a glaive. It's in my inventory.
Okay.
Look what I
Did you get it from Sweet Tooth or one of them?
No.
No, that's just a weapon. He's been collecting body parts.
Yeah. My trophies are different. I haven't put Ken on me yet, and I hold up the squid leg from my backpack. Yeah,
cephalopods rot real quick.
Yeah, I have like dirt in my bag that I just kind of like stick it on there, so maybe it'll like do something, like grow.
It's gonna
another
grow
one?
like a
I don't know.
plant. It's gonna grow like a plant.
Ken
It's
is
been working so far.
back from the tentacle.
Grows here.
Photosynthesis.
This is how Ken still lives.
It's been working so far as I put the leg with dirt on the bottom back in my bag. I don't know. It's kept it alive. I don't really know how that stuff works. And I will.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, guys, if it hasn't stopped working, then it has to be working.
Nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And I will
Okay.
walk in.
All right. Y'all able to head in, and Moss, an incredible bit of improv, like the bottle just being like thrown out, just like dodging like out of the way. You guys are able to watch as like hand axes thrown, swords piercing through people, like running past you, like full on bar fight, like just like punching people. Violence is everywhere in here. A raucous, uncontrolled bunch. However, as you look deeper into the brewery, there is a set of double doors leading into some kind of like stairway going to a basement. And here, you are able to see people's backs, like facing the doors, like facing away from you down this stairway. And they seem to be like cheering, like yelling at something.
Are they blocking whatever it is they're cheering for?
Yes, you are unless you like go down into the basement, you are unable to see what exactly is going on.
On our way to go down there, do we pass an open bar?
Yes, there is an open bar.
I will get 5 of whatever it seems that most people are drinking around here.
Okay, you see a huge black hair, like scraggly, like unkempt, like one blind eye from like a slit, like over like his eyelid. You're obviously like, what do you have tonight?
5 of whatever's strongest.
Well, I do have some vodka here. Would that work for you?
Yeah, it's good enough.
Perfect. And he hits you over the head with it. He runs.
Right. 'Cause there's
Yeah.
like no food or water or drink in this place.
Yeah, if you see
Well,
a
there
bottle,
was.
just grab it.
Yeah, you were
Well, there
able
was a bottle. He's wasted it.
Guys, that last fist fight really put into perspective that I am not a barbarian anymore. Don't really have that animal instinct in me anymore.
I'm gonna pick the glass shards out of my skin.
It doesn't hurt you at all, but it
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, you also get a sense that guy does not work here. There is no, of course
I don't think
not.
anyone works here.
If I lean over the bar, do I see like a bottle or something?
You were
of
able to see
anything?
like a green unmarked like rum bottle with a huge black X over it that has like maybe a fourth of it left that has been
Yoink.
uncorked, laying on its side underneath the bar.
Never mind.
I want it. I'll take it.
All right, I'll yoink it and give it to Gary.
It has the big X on it.
Just to have, just in case.
Maybe to give it the sniff test. Just
What does it smell like?
Smells like rum.
I drink some.
You drink some, and there's a lot of particulates in it, like sand and little wooden shards. But it is rum. It is edible.
It has a
You
very
know-
interesting texture.
Crunchy.
You
At
know,
least it's not piss.
If they got their hands on like distilling equipment, they could make drinkable water from seawater. You know?
I have a feeling that focus is not in abundance here. I don't think they have the patience for that.
I'm sorry, but that's crazy because you need water to live. So they just need a little bit more focus.
Oh, I heard distillery and I thought alcohol, so that takes a
Oh,
lot
But
longer.
this was a distillery, so they probably had. It's probably all smashed now.
I take
everyone-
a
fucking
swig at the
idiots.
bottle and pass it to AJ for liquid
Oh,
courage.
Oh,
God, just like sand, like you
Does
pull
alcohol affect me? I'm a robot.
you
I
pull an
actually just
engagement
realized
ring
that
out of
now.
your mouth. You can drink it. I'm not gonna stop you.
I'll drink it.
Okay,
Can
you
I
drink
take
it.
Can I take the engagement ring?
Yes.
Yes, I was just about to say.
Drew, what's the ring look like? Drew, what kind of diamond is it?
Chicago kind of jam.
Can I do a
What kind of
history
job?
check on this
Wow.
engagement ring? Is it mine?
Absolutely. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what?
Is it
What
mine?
is now?
No, was it the one I proposed to Rahi with? Is it the original?
Go ahead and give me a history check, and everyone
Is
here
it
give
a
me a
luck roll?
survival check because Moss brought up a very interesting point.
Oh no.
Survival, you said.
Ooh, 24. Baby.
24, incredible.
5.
5,
Yes.
6.
6.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Only one has a survival instinct. A real
I only
survival
have-
instinct.
I only have a 13 for history. Let me roll survival.
Okay, I mean,
Guys,
That's a
I
14.
lived at the edge of the mop for 6 months.
you're able to see this engagement ring. It's for like it would be traditionally for a man to propose to a woman, with it being like a smaller ring for like more feminine hands. You're able to see
wouldn't fit
it
on
is a
Rocky.
gold band that is wrapped around like a clear, like a clear diamond, not a ton of carats. I don't have any concept of like how much engagement rings are worth, but it is a
Like that big?
it's a decent wedding ring, or
Okay,
a
I
decent engagement ring.
I'll put it
Maybe
on.
it could be like an earring.
You
for Rocky or
you
something.
just put it on, not a
Or a
problem.
piercing.
I just wear it.
Okay.
Alright.
Delicious rum. Mud, with that 24, you bring up like they could just distill their own water here.
Because
And
the steam is pure water. It doesn't have any of the salt in it, and by boiling it, you'd sterilize it.
exactly. And that's actually very smart. And someone could probably use that pretty well. But you look around and the things that are being like water being a commodity here, they're in like cured leather satchels. Some of them are like travelers' backpacks. Others are in barrels. Others are in like woven woven thread canteens. Others are in almost like giant like mortar and pestle basins. It seems like the primary way that things are being kind of like passed around in here is that they have been stolen and like redistributed, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, Mud's like, I could make water right now. I could make 10 gallons of water right now.
Yeah, but mud, seawater is salt water. It has electrolytes in it. It's good for you.
No, you fucking dumbass. No.
Hey, don't call him a dumbass.
It's okay. I don't drink water anyway. I don't need it. Not
Okay.
really.
He's not technically. He's not wrong. You probably could drink seawater, AJ.
I mean, I could, but that might like
I mean,
gunk
also,
up
all of you
everything
probably-
inside. I don't know.
all of you probably could also drink seawater and be fine, too.
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
too, Carrie.
Yeah, that's probably
So
true.
I guess this is just for me and her. I guess this is just, you know.
Yeah, I'd like
Rest of
some
you are
regular
fine.
water. That'd be
Majority
Yes.
rules. We drink the electrolyte water.
Fuck!
With the Duke and Rahi,
and
we catch like
me
3
and
months
the-
later. You guys are going crazy. You guys have only been having seawater.
Me, the Duke, and Rocky sipping our water, and her sipping our water. As Olive goes, I see it. The waves are speaking to me.
Okay.
Only the best pirates drink seawater. That's all I'm saying. After you, AJ.
Let's go see what we can't see, and I'll walk over to those people. To the downstairs area.
Down the stairs into this center area. Moss literally called it. You guys walk downstairs, and this is a main like distilling chamber. It's enormous, and you're able to notice that the way it's built is that these huge, I mean, like probably like 20-foot diameter, like for lack of a better word, like kegs, like distilling kegs. They're buried into the foundation of the building with just the lips exposed. That would allow for the lids and then the piping to go into it. But you're able to see that there's probably like 6 of these in this basement. But the lids have been removed. The bottoms have been filled with sand, and you were able to notice that there was like blood, metal shards, teeth kind of littering inside of these like distillation kegs, and you're able to notice that all these people like crowding around this one specific keg that goes down like maybe 8 feet into the ground. You're able to watch people like yeah, like they're cheering, hopping, they're having a great time, and you're able to see the All-God Cleric's head at level with them, as it looks like the All-God Cleric is punching down towards someone.
Ooh.
They turned the one building that could get them just water. They turned the one building in the whole fucking city into a damn it.
Who's
God
the
damn it.
dumbass that got in the fucking 12 diameter, however big tube with the All-God Cleric?
Yeah, for real. Probably the leader of this cult.
Probably.
I like.
Who-
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been going like, you know, like when you're following like a friend through the club and you got your hand on their back to like stay connected. I'm doing that with AJ, but I'm like I peek over his shoulder to try to see who's in the ring.
Okay.
We're a daisy chain of hands.
Yeah.
As you guys are looking at you guys daisy chain through the club, look down into the fighting pit, and you guys are able to notice it's just the All-God Cleric, sword like in a sheath on his back, again like the growths like full crazy, and he is trying to he has taken huge swings, again 12 feet tall, his reach is like 8 feet, he has an insane amount of combat ability, and he has taken swings at a human man. I'm talking 5'10" regular guy in this pit. And you are able to watch as the All-God Cleric, moving so fast, his fists are so powerful, misses every single punch on this guy. And the guy that is in the ring with the All-God Cleric isn't even dodging. He's just walking around the ring with a blindfold on.
What?
You're able to see the All-God Cleric go, by your holy light, I cannot land. I sanctifying strike. And he just keeps trying to hit him. Just continues to try to go at him. What do you guys do?
Can I do an Arcana check to see if like
Everyone here give me an Arcana check. Absolutely.
I'm gonna use my new dice that I bought. They're metal and they have little star constellations.
Pop
on
off.
the edge.
Hell yeah.
8.
Oof.
DX.
Also an 8.
8, 6, 8.
Also an 8!
8.
Oh my god.
Because we ate.
Because you ate.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Amazing. You're able to watch that. Everyone here, I think, like, Cowrie, Mud, Olive, AJ, you guys are kind of get, like, jostling, like, people are, like, knocking into you, like, trying to, like, shove you, like, full-handed, and you guys are, like, locked into each other, like, preventing that from happening. Her is the one that is the only one that's, like, able to get, like, a proper view of the fight to see what's exactly going on here, and you realize that, again, this human man looks like a pirate, but totally normal, blindfold on, is not moving, like, he's not trying to, like, avoid getting hit. The All-God Cleric looks like he's bad at fighting, which is really weird with everything that I just described to you, but you're able to notice that he's punching and his foot sinks into the ground, and he misses by like a foot, and then he tries to kick, but like his waist armor shifts so that like his leg gets caught up and he kind of like pulls himself like to the ground a little bit, and he tries to throw an elbow, but his plate mail shifts and he kind of like goes too wide and he goes right over this guy's head. And it seems that like her, to you are able to recognize that this human in the ring has some kind of ambient magical energy that is preventing the All-God Cleric from hitting him. And that and I'll say with a 19, this human is a warlock.
This man has a negative Riz aura around him.
And with that, the fight continues. You guys can intervene. What do you guys do?
I'll tell that to the group, that, like, what I interpret from this about him potentially being a warlock, and that's why the All-God Cleric can't hit him.
I get on my tiptoes to
I boost
lead
you
it.
up.
I was gonna say, you want to get on my shoulders?
No, I'm trying to talk to AJ. I like get on my tiptoes to like speak so he can hear me.
I can lean down.
Yeah. Perhaps you could save the All-God Cleric from this embarrassment. He also does have a reputation to uphold.
This is true. I'm enjoying it a little bit though, like just seeing him kind of be a little more base. But should we be worried that something maybe seemingly so menial can throw off the All-God Cleric? Or is it a lot stronger than we think?
I think it's a lot stronger than we think. We all saw him cast a 9th level spell, like an hour ago.
Yeah, no, I mean like whatever the guy's abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
More.
think I'm like, listen, I know what I said about, gods, blah, blah, blah. That's fucking badass. What is happening in there right now? That's crazy. He's blindfolded. What the fuck is this? This feels like a fan fiction that a 13-year-old boy wrote.
And also, the All-God Cleric is still probably pretty exhausted from all the stuff he pulled earlier.
Yes. Everyone here, give me a perception check on the All-God Cleric.
That's better. Excellent.
16.
16?
23.
23.
10.
10.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
17.
Group check, everyone definitely passes. You guys are able to notice that as the All-God Cleric, he like literally grabs onto this guy, like finally like gets a hand on him, picks him up, and goes, "Finally, let's connect our minds," and tries to headbutt this guy, like essentially pulling him in, trying to headbutt him directly in the face, which would just destroy his entire skull. I mean, this blindfolded dude. The dude's coat, like someone, like you're able to notice someone knocks into you with a carafe full of like grog sludge, slips over the side of the fighting pit, gets this like sludge all over this dude. His jacket becomes slippery, and he slips directly out of the All-God Cleric's hands. As the All-God Cleric comes in for a headbutt, he misses the headbutt. His head goes forward. The guy that slipped, that was carrying the grog, he gets hit directly in the forehead with the All-God Cleric's head. His head explodes, and you guys notice as his head continues, it hits into the wood, and the All-God Cleric has stopped himself from fighting by getting stuck into the wooden like rim of this fighting pit. Now that was just all set up to how you guys can see this. As he stops, you were able to look and see again the burns, the injuries from all of the like spell casting that he was doing is still present. However, there is a new marking on the All-God Cleric's face specifically, as the bulbous, overgrown, bleeding eye section of his face seems to have been charred with like pink and like black skin, like flaking, like something burned the side of his face.
Icky.
Kaori, should you like rip a sick chord right now to like
Drop a sick
get her,
beat.
like do
I'll
a sick
try.
beat, and then AJ walks out like all cool, like
Oh.
I'll do some druid craft to make like cool like vines and shit show up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, yeah.
I'm gonna start playing like boss music in like a video
Yeah.
game. I got like, and I'm figuring out like a leitmotif for AJ that like repeats over and over, and it's just like getting louder and louder.
You
and
start
I'm just
playing
like,
this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is this to try to calm the All-God Cleric down?
and also probably to get everybody's attention, right?
Double.
Do we want the
whammy.
All-God Cleric calm right now?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, sure. Then I will make an attempt at that.
Okay, DC 25 performance check.
What do we
Remember,
call
you have
the
your
All-God
two
Cleric? Do we
guidances
call him
from
like?
the ship.
Do we call him like my liege or like?
He-
Are we
he-
equals to him? I don't remember.
Yeah.
He has to just be called All-God Cleric.
AGC would also work.
GC, yeah.
Yo, AGC, I got this, bro.
What's
It's
good?
performance.
I feel like
Dab
he'd
him
love
up.
that.
I'm gonna flip
That's good.
my coin.
Okay.
Okay.
Other people can help, by the way, if you want to help.
I'm helping. I'm helping by doing druid craft.
I
Okay.
will help
Like,
by
make, like,
stretching
vines and
for
shit.
whatever I'm
That is
inevitably gonna
gone
get
forever.
into.
Okay.
Oh no.
That, and I'm gonna add one of my guidances.
I
That
can also give you one for
is-
free. Here.
Sure. I will take it.
Another one.
I think I will need it.
Another one.
27.
27, yes. Again, head straight through the wood. Stopped there. You guys are able to. So, Druidcraft, Cowrie, ripping sick boss music as AJ is like presented to the audience. Correct? All this is correct?
Yes.
Okay. With that, you're able to hear the final words from the All-God Cleric before he is calm, as he looks and he sees you guys watching. That is not the right song. He sees you guys watching, and he looks and goes, "It's time!" And then you begin playing that chord, and he... and he is able to be calm, and I'm going to start the timer.
Right.
25 minutes on the clock.
Woo! Yo, bro, you should totally just like kill yourself.
No.
He takes his head out of the wooden side and goes, "Everyone, please, silence. I hope you've enjoyed this sparring exercise, once again cementing the legitimacy of this cult's grand leader, Patrick the Deck." And you're able to see this human man begins taking off the blindfold and begins cockily waving to the crowd. He looks and says, "Everyone, please remain silent. I would like to apologize for the unfortunate demise of the individual whom I had contacted. I know that his death was worthy, and that he has been sent to the grandest of warriors' paradises that Tempest could imagine. I wish to speak to my generals now, as well as other former cult leaders who are going to abdicate their power in the hours to come. Thank you all." And everyone goes, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And everyone, and this like again raucous group immediately calms down, and everyone begins to disperse from the fighting pits. As the All-God Cleric standing in this fighting pit is basically at like, you guys maybe have like a head above him, like maybe, but it is very close in size. As this human man begins climbing up a ladder that's dropped down to him to come and introduce himself to all of you. What do you guys do?
Is the crowd kind of like parting as he's getting out of the?
Yeah, the All-God Cleric
Out of the
said,
pit?
"Get the hell out of here." Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're all staying here. Cool.
I just want to grab anybody passing by and say,
Yeah.
how long did that fight go on for?
About 20 minutes.
Hmm.
I
How long
assume
does-
so. My sundial doesn't work at night, so.
How quickly do people last in the ring with the deck?
Against the deck? I mean, usually they just kill themselves within about a minute, maybe two.
As you were.
Oh, no, yes. To chaos! And he, random guy runs away. Anybody else?
I give guidance to AJ. Wow, my brain went Nico. Nico. His name is Nico. 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 And I went, wait, no, wait.
some guy in the crowd goes, "Who said my name?"
What?
Whoa!
Yar.
Just to give him a little boost.
I will approach Mr. Deck as he is exiting the pit.
All right. As you approach Mr. Deck, just a quick description about what he's looking like. Tan skin. He has long red hair, like blood red hair. He has a brown, like pirate, like wide brim, like pirate hat with 2 peacock feathers sticking out of it. He's got a white and red sash wrapped around his waist for some color. He has a wide open billowing shirt that like shows off his entire torso with black pants and black boots. But what you're able to notice, AJ, kind of coming across this dude, is that across his left and right chest, again, like his full torso is basically exposed to you right now, and on his chest, he has a enormous tattoo of 2 black aces and 2 black 8s. So like clubs, club and
spades.
Club and spades, yeah. Across his stomach, he has a tattoo of 2 dice, both having rolled 1s, snake eyes essentially. And as he like sticks out his hand, he approaches you and says, "It seems that you must be the new beautiful hunk of metal weaponry. It's going to be taking my position as head honcho around here." And as he like gestures to himself, holds out his hand to you, you're able to see that on his left hand, he has a 2 of diamonds tattooed, and on his right hand, he has a 7 of diamonds tattooed.
I will extend the one hand that I own and say it was an honor to see some of what you're capable of against the All-God Cleric himself. Gave him quite a run for his money.
No, wasn't even trying to hurt the big old baby. No, what it's mainly going to be is, well, I guess it's going to become less impressive as the time goes on, given I am the first immortal man to live on this planet. But I assume that you must be the, metal monstrosity that you are going to fit right in with these people. And I assume these are the other wonderful cult leaders as well.
Indeed they are, and I will kind of gesture to everybody.
And you're the first immortal man to ever live on this planet?
Yes, I am. Can't die no matter how many times I try.
How did this happen?
How did this happen? He looks at you. Give me a quick intimidation check, Olive.
And you say he's a warlock.
He's a warlock, yes.
Okay. Okay.
13.
With a 13, he looks at you and goes, "A magician can't give away all of his secrets, but I can appreciate an inquisitive mind, because these are my inquisitors. Or at least they were, because now we are yours."
He like pulls a coin out from behind Olive's ear. He specializes in close-up magic.
Fascinating.
If you're a magician, is it a trick?
Am I a magician? Is this all just some grand trick? I am so sorry, my Genasi friend. The water kind. I don't think I caught your name.
Olivine Terraborg. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. The Deck.
Olivine Terraborg. I can see that you have a revolver there. Now, your friend just asked me if this was all some kind of trick, some kind of misdirection, some kind of sparkle in the eye. May I see your revolver very quickly?
You can look at it, but you cannot touch it.
I cannot touch it. The tricks only work if I can get my hands on the weaponry. But perhaps to be debuted another time.
Don't just give me your word that you won't take it.
I can guarantee I can give it back to you.
Insight.
Go ahead.
17.
17, he's gonna give it back to you.
Alright. I carefully hand it over.
Okay, not a problem. He takes the revolver from you and he goes, "Would everyone like to see a trick?"
Sure.
Mud kind of already knows what's gonna happen, and he's like, sure.
Incredible! He takes the gun. He takes out the chamber. Olive keeps it fully loaded and half cocked because Olive's a bad bitch. He goes, full bullets all the way around. He puts the gun right into his mouth and he pulls the trigger 6 times. Olive, he goes, seems you might have had a batch of bad bullets, and hands it back to you. Olive,
I
your
shoot
gun.
him in the head.
You shoot him in the
He
head.
emptied it.
Yeah.
You have to reload.
All right. Your gun misfires 6 times. He puts it in his mouth. He hands the gun back to you.
When he hands it back to me, I reload it and shoot him in the head.
Go ahead and roll 2d20 for me.
The man who can't.
She has the opportunity to do the funniest thing in the world right now.
21.
With a is that just from
Sorry.
rolling? Oh no. So what are the rolls of the dice?
Sorry. 18 and an 11.
18 and 11. He puts the gun right against his forehead as you fire, and he winks at you as you pull the trigger again, and again the hammer goes down and the gun misfires.
Now try it on me. No.
When he
No,
pulled
no,
the trigger, when he had it in his mouth, it misfired or the bullets went off?
No, it misfired. The charges did not allow the bullets to fire. It similar to like how with flintlocks, like wet powder means the bullet can't, like the explosion doesn't happen. It seems that like either Olive's gun is broken, or there are bad bullets in the, or there's bad bullets in the gun, or the firing pin isn't
magic.
working for some reason.
Is
Yeah, like,
Olive, shoot that.
I
stool
was
over
gonna
there.
say.
Don't
Can I make an
shoot
Arcana
another
check?
person.
What
Can
do
I make
you
an
do?
Arcana check?
You could go right ahead. And actually, if you want to fire the gun, I'll give you advantage.
Shoot that empty
That
cask
random,
over there.
that random guy.
No.
Hey, random
Just
guy!
like, shoot that random box.
No. Don't destroy any containers, because I have create water, and if we need to barter our way out of here, I need a container to put it all in.
I'll just shoot like into the bar or what was left of it.
Your gun fires. Kick back in your hand. Bullet discharges.
Okay, and that's only a 10 Arcana.
Do you do it with advantage?
Yeah.
10 Arcana. I mean, the gun works. No idea what's going on, though. This guy might be immortal.
Can I... when he's doing all this, I turn to him and I go, is the All-God Cleric here?
Yeah, he's standing there. He's just looking at you guys.
Oh.
Again, time's burning. He's like, oh, it's so nice.
Oh, right.
The head's not hurting anymore. That's nice.
Does the DCE to calm down get higher
Nope.
every time?
It just remains at 25.
Okay.
Man, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I don't know if I
So,
want to piss off the
is-
All-God Cleric.
You go by the immortal man. Does that mean you also don't feel pain?
Oh no, I go by the immortal man. I go by Patrick. I did not go by the immortal man. I go by Patrick. Some call me the Deck. Some call me Pat. I can feel pain. Aye.
So, your good luck is another person's extreme bad luck.
You're catching on pretty quick. Aye.
Also, is Ongo around?
Yes, Ongo, Ongo is, he stands up from behind the box that Olive just shot, and he walks over.
Wait, shouldn't Ongo not be here?
Oh,
Does,
right.
well, no one else can see him.
Though the All-God
All-God
Cleric.
Cleric.
All-God
yeah.
Cleric.
Oh, right.
You!
Sorry.
Fuck.
Well, but he's calm right now.
That is the All-God Cleric in his calm state as he goes,
Oh.
"You motherfucker!" And he, like, tries to
I
climb
forgot.
up out of the fighting pit to go get Ongo. Ongo goes,
Sorry.
We just no. Pretend you don't.
Oh.
Stop.
I message Ongo very subtly and I go, what do you think of this guy?
The All-God Cleric climbs out of the fighting pit. Ongo goes, and he grunts at you, and the All-God Cleric flies at Ongo, grabs him around the neck, and snaps Ongo's neck right in front of all of you.
You can
Hold
touch
up.
Ongo.
You can
Yes.
touch Ongo?
He touches Ongo. He touches Ongo, and he snaps Ongo's neck, and then Ongo begins to and disappear into sand.
But the same way that he usually does,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Okay.
You guys get the sense that Ongo it's a bit of it's a stalemate because Ongo can't die, but Ongo can't kill the All-God Cleric, and so you get the sense that like this has probably happened a lot.
A lot.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Ongo was like, not again.
Crazy kids always getting me into trouble.
I am so sorry for that disruption. The visions that I can experience, some of them are unwanted guests.
What's your animosity towards him?
He has tried to
Towards who?
kill me hundreds of times.
Ah.
He thinks he has some kind of command over all creatures, that he acts for some kind of god that is dominant over all faiths. It is a mockery of what I am trying to build here. But my apologies for the outburst. Luckily, he should be the last unwanted guest we experience. Because I assume that all of you, and thank you for not mentioning the deformity which I have, you are able to see the burns which I have experienced that are not from our previous engagement. He looks towards AJ, and he looks towards her, and goes, "It is time. I received a prayer above all prayers, saying that a grand contingent of storm worshippers such as yourself, those that will be loyal to you, her, my grand general of thunder and storm, they are currently making their way towards the city, and I wanted," and points to you, AJ, "I wanted the Inquisitors and their new general to give them a proper welcoming into our city's boundaries."
But before we go, I do have a question for you.
Yes, please, ask.
How did you meet the deck? How did you meet Patrick here?
He turns to Patrick and goes, "Patrick, would you like to explain?" And Patrick goes, "Aye, I'd be happy to. Shipwreck here, one fight there. It's been a life that's been ups and downs and a lot of maybes and almosts, and I always seem to get away just by the skin of my balls. But I happen to come here, and I happen to start winning fights. People trying to rob me, people falling on their daggers, people trying to rob me, people shooting themselves under the chin. I tried to push my luck, and whoever tried to test my luck pushed back. Worked for so long that I was able to climb up the ladder until I can look upon my Grand Inquisitors, your Grand Inquisitors, and see no man that can kill me, because I am immortal."
Who's your patron?
Talos, isn't it?
No,
God
that's
of
the
War?
lady right there.
Tempest.
Right. Talos is God of Storms.
He
I get
looks.
my T's mixed up.
He looks at you, Olive, and goes, "I, Tempest."
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Can I do an insight check as well to be like, if this guy didn't have this insane luck, would he be a good fighter?
Go right ahead. Absolutely. Any other pressing questions?
To clarify,
Good.
to
18.
clarify what the All-God
Wait.
Cleric was saying, the people that we are greeting in the city is a fight, right? Or is it like actually like greeting our followers?
No. So to clarify that, it seems that like it's going to be a grand welcoming of like a like these guys seem like an army, just like an untrained raggedy raider army, but an army nonetheless. That's going to go out and basically work as like a protective convoy to show you are here. We have received you. You are under our protection now.
Gotcha.
18 insight.
18 insight.
I got a 21. I gave myself guidance.
Got it. Not a problem at all. For Olive, he winks at you, and you realize now that these cult leaders might not be the actual worshippers of the gods that they're assigned to. And that, like, essentially, there is... Now, the Umberly monks are magical in some way. you do get the sense that's like some people have used this position to jockey power in this society, and that this guy, you're able to see, he definitely is not in any way connected to Tempest. But if you can't lose a fight, what's the difference? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mud, you were able to see the way that this guy stands, his cocky demeanor, the way his chest is kind of back. This guy, he knows how to use weapons into some capacity, but this guy is in no way comparable to the fighting abilities of you guys or the All-God Cleric. If he did not have this insane luck, he would die so fast.
Can I try to pull a dagger on him and try to stab him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll 2d20 for me. Let me know what you roll.
Sorry, my other dice was not doing well.
All good.
Dagger.
Just let me know what the
That's
two
a
dice
19.
rolls. What are the two
just
dice
the
rolls?
dice rolls?
Yeah.
They're both 12s.
They're both 12s. Your wedding ring looks amazing on your finger as you you try to just like sneak attack this guy and try to get him with the dagger. And your wedding ring catches on a leather strip of the dagger so that as you pull out, you're able to feel it pull on your finger, cause some pain, and cause the dagger to and just twirl out of your hand and clatter to the floor.
You have to get nat 20s to hit this guy.
You have to get 2 nat 20s to hit this guy. A 1 in 400 chance.
But I wonder.
Of course, Drew.
I wonder if, because, Mud's trying to think outside the box, because, God, the box is hell.
You're just trying to kill this guy right now.
Mud's thinking, because Mud also has stuff like Dispel Magic. You know? And Mud also has things like Enhance Ability. And he wonders if, if I put you in a watery sphere, would you drown?
That's a great question, actually.
I just conjure it next to you and have it float into you.
I'll be honest, I, as a DM, haven't really considered that possibility.
Yeah, there are lots of... Mud is absolutely had the thought of, there are plenty of ways to kill people without lifting a finger.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I asked if he feels, if he still feels pain. Like, he can obviously be hurt, but drown him.
So... does this luck extend to, other parts of your life? Do you always win at card games? Do you always, get the best bite of bread without any mold in it?
Well, in all honesty, I have been incredibly fortunate. I think the greatest gambles and the greatest success that I have had has allowed me to win the prize of taking one more deep breath as I feel blood pumping through my heart.
So...
I'm dirt poor.
Okay.
I lose money a lot.
I guess it's just the luck finding a way to balance itself out.
Well, no one can beat me in a fight.
Can I make a history
Yeah.
check about any gods or deities or entities of luck?
Go ahead and give me a religion check, yes. As the All-God Cleric...
Can it be history?
It can be history, yes. The All-God Cleric, as you're making that check, and goes, I can feel the prayers coming back to my mind, so I want to use this clarity to express this. I have called both the Umberly monks. I've called the Umberly monks to this location so that you can make introductions to them. And to you, Cowrie, I wanted to present to you your cult leader. And you're able to see the All-God Cleric reaches into a satchel that he has, and he pulls out in his fingers. It is so tiny. It's a little cube. It is a little cube with a crank on the side of it, and he hands that to you.
Oh.
It's like a jack-in-the-box. It's probably maybe 6 inches by 6 inches.
Hell yeah. What does this do?
Bop!
Ah!
And out of the jack-in-the-box, you are able to see purple skin, black head wrapping that connects to a black binder covering his chest. You're able to see golden eyes and golden pants that trail off into smoke, and you're able to see it connects into a jack-in-the-box. He goes, "Someone has called applause to this place.
You brought out a genie. You brought out a gin. You need to put that back. You need to put that back right now.
You said applause?
It's Herb.
Looks at you, Cowrie, and goes, "The name is Applause."
It's nice to meet you, Applause. I'm Cowrie.
Cowrie, I have been told that you are the new conductor of the All-God Choir.
Yes, that's me.
Then in that case, we can make many beautiful songs together.
Perfect. I can't wait.
Incredible. If you wish to have any information, if you wish to make something beautiful that can touch all kinds of ears in any languages, simply crank my handle once again.
Does it cost anything?
Nothing but a few precious grains of sand in the hourglass that is this existence.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
You do that
Can I
too.
do a nature check?
Yeah, go ahead. History check. Oh, what'd you get?
Oh, bad.
I'm gonna flip my
14.
coin.
14. There are. Hey, I mean, you were in the well. There are gods of luck, definitely. Which one specifically might be affecting this dude? You have no idea.
I'll also hop on the check
16
train.
nature
Never
check.
mind.
16.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Never mind.
With that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna overwrite the rest of the rolls. I'm gonna actually go over to other music then as we talk to Applause.
You could have played the Lady Gaga song.
Cowrie, you remember in your many travels with Barnum and Landon on the Barn, you remember that a ship came to trade with you one day. And you remember it was an Earth Genasi man, and he had a cowboy hat on. And it was very odd because you would assume that he would be a slaver, but he carried around a bow that had chambers with different arrows in them. And you remember that you guys docked at a sandbar, poking at a fire, and you remember a story that this Earth Genasi man told you. And then, no, name lost to history. You're not a name person.
He was an archaeologist.
He was an
I don't know what that is.
He was an archaeologist.
Oh. That makes sense.
He told you the story saying, "Now, hundreds of years ago, the sandy dunes of the desert could come together in an amalgamation of sunlight and magic to create jinns. Now these jinns being all-powerful, sorcerers and wizards alike would go out into the desert for many days and many nights, and at the end of it, channeling their spellcasting ability would trap these spirits within containers. Now these jinns would be severed from their power, not being able to cast wishes as the stories may imply, being taken away from their land, their deserts, their wind, their sun. But these jinns would be valuable gifts to be handed off to only the most esteemed royalty, with some going to the empresses, the emperors and empresses, Zan Wei Fu. You would have them gifted and put in the vaults or the presentation rooms for the dukes and Frisian. And I even heard tell once that one was gifted to the king and queen of the North Shore city of Zerigo before the fall." And that is what you understand about this djinn.
Okay. Cool. And with him saying like that getting things from him would cost sand of your existence, is it like gonna like take life from me to do that?
You get
Is
the
that what that
sense, you get the sense that this djinn has no magical powers. Like he's just saying it will cost time to talk to him, basically. Like, so, like yeah, essentially.
Okay.
However, what you also understand is that something is keeping this djinn from accessing his powers. He has been trapped and confined to this box. If you could find a way to break that, he might give you something very powerful.
Okay. Well, Applause, I will keep what you have said in mind, and hopefully I will be consulting you shortly.
That sounds wonderful.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Looking forward to the wonderful music we shall make together.
Yes.
And he returns back to his Jack-in-the-Box.
And I keep him.
The All-God Cleric goes, enough formalities! AJ, my general of war and pain, go out and greet this wonderful tribe and ensure that there is nothing ill that befalls them.
Yes, Mr. All-God Cleric.
Okay. You can call me AGC. Do you want to take Patrick with you?
I'll look to the rest of my friends. I'm like, do you guys want to hold him here for me, or can he come with me?
Come with you.
Then follow along, Mr. Unkillable, whatever, and I will turn heel and walk out.
Of course. Your Holiness. And then looks over to her and goes, and you. I am so sorry because I had no one to greet you upon your arrival. Would you like to join them?
Sure. And I walk out and follow AJ.
Yes.
As we're walking out, I'm going to turn to AJ. And I'm going to go, AJ, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. Me too, but like, they also could be fun. I don't know.
I think I'm going to meet a very old friend. And by friend, I mean foe at this point.
I don't know if,
No,
as
you
long as
haven't.
I've known you, that anyone has started as a friend.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
fair.
Except for him. Except for him. Him was
Yeah.
a friend the whole time.
Him's been a friend. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's go.
You guys can have a quick conversation before you both depart to go and greet the tribe moving westward. I love how everyone knows what I'm getting at here. Literally everybody.
We know. We know. You literally told us at one point that they were coming to Saperi.
As
Took them
that
long
is
enough.
mentioned, the last thing that Patrick will say before I'll kind of give the floor back to you guys is that Patrick goes, and in the greeting of this tribe, how many Inquisitors do you think we should bring along? 50, 100, 150?
A
Why
lot.
not all of them?
All of them. You want me to
All of them.
rally all 5,000 of them?
Yes.
Okay, that might take a little bit of time. You want us to march in formation as well? I can get them. We might have to be the advance, but we can have them kind of like following behind us.
We need as many people as possible.
All right. I can't join you guys then because my entire evening now is going to be running around the city waking up every single psychotic son of a bitch that happens to be in our employ.
How many could you get on such short notice?
250.
Could you make it 275?
I was gonna say
You know,
make it
just for you, beautiful, I'd be happy to.
I was gonna say make it 300, but
Yeah,
nice-
300.
nice
Okay,
even
now
number.
we're pushing our luck a little bit here, guys.
275.
25 for her, 25 for AJ.
25.
Yeah.
And then of
And
course
then
I
you're
would
the
get
250.
225 myself.
Yeah, obviously.
All right. He's able to. He just
Even 500. There we go.
he takes a bell. Ding 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 ding. Everybody get up! Literally everyone. We're going east. I need everyone in formation in 45 minutes. All right, and
Oh,
he's gonna
God.
get literally everybody ready.
Oh,
Now,
perfect.
275 is the ones that are gonna be able to follow with you directly. However, the rest will meet you like halfway there, like because they're gonna be fast enough to keep up with you.
That's fine. As long as
Yeah.
like if they can be in position to like make their presence known. that's
Yes.
the goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And then the floor is yours. The All-God Cleric begins to stomp away.
We took a quick break.
Wild
I
shape
gotta
of
pee.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
With that, as her and AJ prepare to go off, as the rest of you, Olive still has to meet her cult individuals. We're gonna take a very quick break.
Yee.
All right, we having fun so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Pop our
And yes, then
hips.
everyone, let's go pee. Let's get back to this super quick because I'm very excited
Yeah.
for what we have in store. All right, peace out,
Quick
everybody.
peepus.
Nice.
All right. And we're back. Okay. Everyone, as we return, everyone here is not sitting hoinky splinky, and is able to take a short rest. As there's a little bit of time between when AJ and her need to leave to go greet the tribe coming in of storm worshippers. So if you guys want to have any conversations, go right ahead.
Me and AJ or everybody else?
Everybody, you guys are a group right now.
Okay.
Oh, we
Everybody.
didn't
Okay.
Everybody,
Ooh, I
look,
got my
get
wild
tipsy.
shapes back.
Is there any? Did they give us more? Did he give us more information on who's coming? And also, is what we know all over the table, or would we have?
No,
reason to know
you
it
guys can
in-game?
probably put it together
Okay.
through context clues.
Cool.
AJ doesn't know who this someone is.
Yeah.
I don't think. Other than probably not a friend, according to her.
He tried to kill Rahi.
What? Now, why would this person go and do such a silly thing like that?
Yeah,
Because they're obsessed
Mud and
with
her are not cool with Yorda.
Oh wait, we didn't see him. We didn't see him do that. We don't know.
No. We saw him try and kill Rahi.
Yes.
Or try and kidnap her.
That's common
But-
knowledge, yes.
Oh,
But
okay.
Cowrie and Olive know that Olive helped them
Yeah.
escape. We don't know because if you remember, they're like, yeah, I don't think they'd like it. And we simultaneously went,
Yeah.
Also, y'all didn't see it. So
What
it didn't
was
happen.
his
well, what
sister's
happens
name?
if Yorda
Skylar.
tells us?
Skylar.
Skylar. In my head, I was
Skylar,
calling her
and there's
Nala.
another one.
And there's another one.
Oh. There's a lot.
AJ, how did you know that?
We never met the other one.
My eyes roll back forward. Oh gosh, what
Another
happened?
one.
He
Another
has
one.
lots of siblings. How many Drews choosing
That's
to
true.
use is up to him.
Okay.
So how are we approaching this?
Does it matter how we think the All-God Cleric wants us to approach this? Or at this point, fuck it, and let's just...
Well, I just want to make sure they're not going to try and start a fight with us soon. That's why I called all 5,000 people to eventually greet us.
Yeah, I think if they initiate, then the All-God Cleric would help us. If we initiate, probably the other way around, right? Unless Cowrie
Yeah.
lulls him
Yeah.
again.
Olive, are you not in the campaign on
Oh,
D&D Beyond?
Oh.
I am.
You're not showing up for me, so
Yeah.
oh well.
I
Yep.
see her.
Like,
We'll figure it
Is she
out.
there?
damn,
exist.
There you are.
Oh, and as you guys are
Yay.
figuring that out, you guys are able to notice that like, as the All-God Cleric like stomps away, you guys are able to see the 4 Umberly cultists that the All-God Cleric mentioned before. The All-God Cleric sees them, like stops towering over them, looks down, and then turns around and starts walking back over to you guys with the Umberly cultists.
I go and meet them halfway.
The All-God Cleric goes, I would not have turned around if it was not urgent. They say it's an urgent message for you! And also,
Yes.
Mud. Cowrie. Imagine if we were able to be properly dressed and cleaned and ready to put our best foot forward to welcome new people into our Congress. The feast can be prepared in the next 2 hours, the exact amount of time needed for this new cult to be welcomed into our borders. If we stay behind, you can see your chambers that your cults have prepared for you. And you can clean yourself, wash yourself, become one with your people before the grand presentation of it all. What do you say?
Can I make an insight check and see how much of a question this is and how much of a we're doing this?
That's a
it
great
is?
idea.
Mud is like, you use so many fancy words, and I actually don't know what you're asking me.
Okay, got it. Go ahead and give me an
Mud is
insight
like,
check.
huh?
I rolled a 1. Can someone else do
That
it?
one,
I'm gonna roll an insight check. I got a 12 plus 5 for a 17.
Okay, you guys do have some sway. You do. To Cowrie, with a nat 1, you think that the All-God Cleric looks at you like how you look at your shinies. He sees you as a thing that he can use to calm himself. And you don't ask your toaster if it wants to make you toast. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Okay. Then I look at Olive.
You don't know my life. You don't know how I live.
You say please and thank you to my Echo, I know.
Yes, because why not? Why not? Why not, fucker? You know, if I get to be nice, why not?
Yeah.
Then with that in mind, I look at Olive and Mud and I say, yes, we would love that. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it, to go and get freshened up while her and AJ greet the new group coming.
Are there chambers prepared for them as well? That they may see?
Yes, of course. I gave explicit instructions to your followers, each and every one of you, to create something worthy. Something that's not the squalor you see around us.
Then would we all be able to see these chambers in the time we have? The precious time?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course you could. It might be a little bit of a journey, but we could certainly try.
Very well. Please allow me to speak, to hear this message, and then we will be on our way. We will meet you there.
Of course. And he walks away. He goes to he just back and goes, I'm going to be washing myself as well, but for you, Cowrie, you can meet your people within the amphitheater. And Olive, my understanding, they will take you there. But I wanted to be the one to tell you that they have fitted out the bathhouses in the chambers underneath the ziggurat to be a chamber of worship for you.
I look forward to seeing it for myself.
I must go clean myself now. And he walks away.
Mother, bring my celebratory
Hey, green diaper. Any conversation between you guys? All of you, essentially.
So we have 2 hours until the arrival?
Until the feast or until the other cult
until the
gets here?
arrival. Until the arrival, and then the feast will happen after.
Okay.
And so he went, you're stinky, go wash, and meet us.
Yeah. Wash and dress up for the feast, I guess. Fit.
These are the only clothes I own, dude. I'm not going back to...
I can assume they've made preparations.
Act the part.
Wear very obnoxious, flowy, long clothing to lead your cult.
I don't...
Or dress how they dress.
A giant hat that maybe is pointy.
Ooh.
I'm not a wizard. I'm a druid.
Well, but that can mean whatever you want it to mean because you are the chosen.
I'm getting so many mixed messages here. Let's just go. Let's just go look at these chambers.
What is something you want to say, Har?
No.
Excuse me for one moment, and I'm gonna go talk to the Umberly cultists.
Okay. All of you go talk to the Underblade cultists. You were able to see the weird one is here, but there are 3 others. You are able to see one that is very small. Like I'm talking shorter than Cowrie, like wick thin, moving very silently. You're able to see a big, again, all dressed the same, like navy blue, black, monk-esque clothing, face coverings, only their eyes being visible. You're able to see a big one, like 6'6", 250 pounds, hell of a man. And then one that's like 5'6", well-built, like triathlon athlete. Again, no discerning characters besides their sizes, and we will colloquially refer to all 3 of them as the weird one, the small one, the big one, and the smart one. The one that is normal sized, the triathlon athlete, the smart one, he comes up to you, Olive, and he begins to prostrate. He looks upon you and goes, "My holiness." And he gets down on both of his knees and he puts his head to the ground. He spreads out his arms to get as low as possible in your presence.
What do the other ones do?
They do the same. They follow his lead.
I'll crouch down and put my hand on the smart one's head, and tilt his chin up to look at me.
He looks up at you.
Please. Not here. Please, you're amongst friends. Rise.
They all rise up, and the smart one, like the leader of this group, he looks to you and he says, "The weird one told us of your exploits in the Grand Treasury. You have done impossible things, which I believe has cemented you as the woman that we are here for. We may be few in number, but our service shall be undying. If I may, I wanted to approach... No, what do you wish to say?"
Simply that these impossible exploits could not have been done without the help of the weird one.
The weird one, standing all strange, he looks at you and he's... "Thank you. That is enormously high praise." As the smart one continues and says, "We wished to have a small ceremony. It seems the All-God Cleric has instructed you to come to the main bathhouse to ready yourself. We would be happy to assist you in any way that you would need, but we wish to show you our traditions and be able to reveal our faces and our true names to you."
I would be honored. Can you keep a secret?
"I would rather my bones be dashed to sand in the most violent undersea currents than dare let slip the words which you are about to bestow upon me."
I must confess, I do not know much of Umberlee's worship, as it is taboo where I grew up, so I look forward to seeing your practices.
We understand that our role may be that of educators. You have the experience, but not the knowledge, which is what we are here to bestow upon you.
Is that the message that the All-God Cleric said you had?
Yes. We were here to take you away to the bathhouse beneath the ziggurat, but it seems you are already there. We will meet you within the bathing chambers, just off of your private abode.
Then I will see you there.
May your waters be still. And he nods to you, they all nod to you, and they begin walking as a group off once again.
Right, we should brush it up then.
Yeah.
Not much time.
All right. That's like a plan.
Are all of our chambers in the same area? Or
No.
okay.
Mud's chamber's gonna be in the Ashen Grove, Cowrie's gonna be in a hitherto unseen amphitheater area, and yours gonna be back at the ziggurat. Roughly within a mile of each other.
And what about AJ's and hers?
AJ's and hers, AJ's gonna be here at the brewery,
Okay.
and hers is going to be in an old machining shop.
Okay.
Scattered around the city, kind of like as these factions are.
But we don't really have time for
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
right? Like, yeah.
We gotta go be the entourage.
The entourage. The guests of
And-
honor.
Guess
Remind
there's something.
me, I'm not welcome back in the Ashen Grove, am I?
You welcome. You have the power. You are allowed to go wherever you wish. It will not be a warm reception, but they know they cannot stop you.
Okay.
You can just do whatever you want. It's not like you have to do exactly what you. As long as you somewhat come a little bit dressed up, the All-God Cleric's not gonna care.
I don't have any other clothes! I've been limited in one set of clothes for most of my life.
Oh.
You could
Dude, that's
druid
why he
craft.
said- Take a
Sorry, there
shower.
weren't a lot of fashion shops in Tangleroot,
We
okay?
we got new cowboy outfits. Just take the cowboy outfit off and put
Oh,
on your
yeah.
old outfit.
Well, my old outfit has a hole in it. In the
You could
chest.
druid craft lots of flowers and be very what's her face at the end of
Poison
Midsommar?
ivy?
Mhm.
Oh.
Florence
Midsommar.
Pugh. She gave you Midsommar.
She gave you Midsommar.
AJ, her, would you like us to stay with you?
I think we got it.
I don't think they're gonna hurt us. Not yet.
Do we have sending stones?
No.
No.
Do we have sending scrolls though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You
I.
should
Yes.
Mud,
give
we'll
one
make
to
sure that
her.
you hear any problems from wherever you are.
We
Let's
won't be
give
gone.
a sending scroll to her just in case.
Put in my inventory.
Okie doke.
We won't
I
be
have
gone
two
long.
I have 2 scrying scrolls. if we
There
wanna
is going to
scry
be
anybody.
275 people with us. I don't think these visitors are going to do anything.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
Maybe it might not be the visitors that you have to worry about, you know?
That's true.
Let's go freshen up real quick, and we'll meet back here.
Mhm.
All right? Everything will be fine.
Hmm.
I'm gonna head towards the bathhouse.
Okay. Towards the ziggurat. Perfect.
Sure,
Go to
let
the
me die by one of my
amphitheater.
own creations.
Cower to the amphitheater. Okay. And Mud over to where are you going?
Mud wants to go. It might be the Ashen Grove, which is like the one natural place, but Mud wants to. Can Mud go back to the ship?
If you go back to the ship, you cannot come back.
But okay, can I explain it that I have a better altar for Sylvanas on my ship? I have an orange tree and it grows. Bitch.
Here's what we're gonna say. You're going back to the ship, okay? No. How about this? The All-God. Give me a quick.
Give me an
A!
You are able. The deacon, Deacon Hadassah, comes to you, and the deacon says, "You wish to return to again, small goblin woman, blindfolded, like immaculate robes of the All-God faith, comes to you and goes, "You wish to return to your vessels? You're not trying to leave the congregation, are you?"
No, all my other lieutenants are here. I will not leave them, but my altar on our ship is far better acquainted for freshening up than my new abodes. We've only
May
just got
I?
here,
Hmm.
and we made a quite sudden arrival, so I have not had time to.
Allow me to join you to your vessel. And I'm sure the All-God Cleric will understand that although this will be a transgression, many worse offenses have been forgiven.
I don't see it as a transgression, but sure thing.
The All-God Cleric
Can I-
works in mysterious ways, and the goblin woman begins to walk so slow. Goblins are so slow.
Can I do an insight check on her? Because didn't Ken say that she was the one that helped sneak Cowrie out of the All-God?
She just
Cleric's
lied.
camp?
You get the sense that, Ken said that the deacon lied to the All-God Cleric.
Okay, I want to do an insight check on
Go ahead.
Is she a woman who can be swayed?
Is she a
Is she a
woman?
woman?
Whoa! All right.
What are my women glasses?
18.
An 18?
Sorry.
What are you trying to get the sense
I,
of again?
Stared at the number and went, oh.
What are you trying to get the sense of again?
I want to know if she's a woman who can be swayed, or if she is fanatical in her belief, or if other machinations
Ooh.
work her mind.
You get the sense that it's kind of like you immediately get a sense of like, this is going to sound a little bit extreme. The idea of playing both sides. You get the sense that she is a believer in the All-God Cleric's power. However, she also is now she was the second, is now the third most powerful person here. And you get the sense that although the faith is here and there is a fanaticism, you get the sense that it wouldn't be as strong if she wasn't so high up in the food chain. She has her own motivation, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Then we're going back to the ship.
All right. Amphitheater, the South Shore, and the bathhouse. Then with that, we are going to finish up with her and AJ making their way east. Sound good?
Yay.
AJ Big Day.
All right, hold on.
It's my big day and I'll kill who I want to.
Hold on 1 second. I just need to get something up really quickly. 275 Inquisitors. That is a lot of people. Everyone here is tired, pissed off. Some are drunk. Others are definitely on drugs. A lot of them are hungry and thirsty. But they are all following you as you head... Oh, wait. No, we're not doing this. Hold on, wait.
Feast on the flesh of the fallen.
Fetch me their souls.
But they are following you as you guys are able to head east out of Zurigo. Once you exit the city borders, so quickly do you realize that, again, the infrastructure of the city, destroyed. The moment that you get, like, maybe 1,000 yards outside of the city, again, with, almost 300 people following you, it becomes a barren wasteland of sand. There are rock formations, there are destroyed shacks, there are, again, like full skeletons of horses that have died tens of years ago. This place is completely barren. As you can continue heading east. Any conversation as you guys travel?
How's the weather today, EJ?
It could be a little sunnier, I guess, but it's fine. A little windy. It's all right.
DM, is the sun out?
It is the middle of the night. It could be sunnier.
It could be.
Could be sunnier,
All-God Cleric.
He grabs the sun and in his fist and just moves it.
Wake
I was about to say this is AJ's job.
Yeah.
That's not
How's your-
my job.
How's
To
your
hold
big
the sun
day?
in your fist.
How's your big day going so far?
Pretty good. Feels. I mean, at this point, it's been like an average day, I guess. But it's pretty
It's an
nice.
average day, yeah.
It's an average day.
Yeah.
Hey, Herd, you sense any
Ordinary girl.
thunder or stuff coming? Can you feel anything?
Can I do a nature or a arcana check?
Go ahead and give me a nature check as we get to the next leg of your journey.
I help her by I don't know, praising the sun. It's not there.
Okay. Alright. Skills. 24. For arcana.
24. With a 24, there's a crackle in the air. Ambient static as you get 2.5 miles away from the city. And again, no storms, no clouds above you, stars visible in the sky, but there's an ambient energy crackling between the metal sections of your armor, and you can feel the arms in your back wanting to burst out.
So I have a question for you, Mr. DM Drew.
You don't gotta call me that, but okay.
Can you remind me what is it called lightning? Is that what I have? You gave me a feat at one point.
If you get struck by lightning, you are able to teleport.
Got it. But there's no lightning currently, so I won't be able to do that. Okay.
Her blowing up a balloon and rubbing it on her head to create static electricity.
And as you guys continue east, as you are 3 miles away from the city, 275 people in tow, loud as hell, by the way, failing any stealth checks you might have wanted to make.
Guys, shh.
You guys are able to come on. What? Quiet! I got 4 tin cans on my belt.
I'm deaf in both ears.
Shoot our guns. Okay. Okay. You guys are able to come up to a crater. Again, it's all very flat desert plains out here until you walk a little like over a dune, down a hill, and then suddenly you are like at the mouth of a crater. The crater's like walls, the crater's edges go up by about 40 feet, like massive sand dunes. And looking into the mouth of this crater, you are able to see like 100 yards away, basically, that there is a slight glimmer of fire. There is someone sitting at the fire, and there's also some kind of structure around them. But if you want more details, you're gonna have to get closer.
Is it similar to what I saw with Rahi when we flew to the dam?
No, not similar.
Okay. Do you want to get closer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just take
I'm
it.
gonna get a little bit closer. Not too close, but a little bit closer.
Give me a yardage. So you guys are gonna have to
Like,
enter.
is it on the way? I was gonna say.
So it's inside of the crater, and you get the sense that this is the person that you're looking for.
I'm just afraid of like what they did to Rahi if they're gonna try to do the same thing here. Like at the dam.
To get closer, you will have to enter into this crater, by the way.
Drew wouldn't go back to the well twice. He wouldn't repeat the same encounter
3 times.
3 times.
Could
Give it up
We can
for
send
encounter
one of
number
our
3.
270
that's what I was
something
gonna
people.
say. What if we send like 50 people or more to go and get this guy out?
Why don't we send them and Patrick?
How about we
Be
said
the envoys of the generals.
Yes, that's a great idea. Tell them to come to us.
What do you want me to do?
Patrick, take 50 of your mates, your buds, and go bring our guests to us.
50 guys, right in there. Get that individual from the campfire, and then come right back.
Yeah.
Simple, right?
Could do it with my eyes closed, of course.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see anybody else, not in the crater necessarily, but maybe around the crater that might
I will
be
also do.
like watching us?
You absolutely can. Also, welcome in Forge Lore Raiden with a party of 22. Welcome to the table, everybody.
Oh,
Bringing in our only viewership with McClover. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. It's AJ's big day.
we're
it is
gonna
time-
die.
Oh my god. Hydrate,
Hydrate.
everybody.
Everybody, we gotta hydrate. Oh my
We
god.
gotta
everybody.
hydrate. But
Mystery water, liquid water.
It's
Not
Deer
safe for
Park.
work liquid.
Ben thank you.
With that, I am gonna switch over the music.
That was me with my Gatorade earlier. Just fully.
Yeah.
Not safe for work liquid.
What do you have?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And it's orange. Guess.
It's
Yes,
the liquid.
Yes, the liquid.
Audrey Lava
It's
Kid.
gasoline.
Cookie Monster. Okay, everyone's in. Okay, locking back in.
Lock
Because we're gonna be ending off soon. Forge Lore, you always seem to when Forge Lore raids, The stream's got to go off.
And then we continue the hype
We
train.
continue the hype train
Yes.
right after this. Okay.
I got a 17.
17 perception check.
And I got a 25.
25. Patrick the Deck and his 50 dudes. They go into the mouth of the crater. And they begin to approach this person in this like weird structure at the campfire. And the person, you watch as they kind of like get smaller and smaller and they disappear. Like not disappear, but like into the darkness, and they are illuminated by the campfire again as they just kind of begin to have a conversation. And you're kind of able to hear Patrick, hey, and like just the way that he talks in general. And you were able to hear like a poking of the campfire, like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And you both like you take a breath and you look around, and the exact question was, is there anybody else here? Right? Okay. You are able, like again, silence. You guys are able to look back and shut everyone the fuck up and go, everyone quiet down. We're trying to just like trying to get at what's exactly going to happen here.
Can I
What's
can
up?
I- also, is it possible when we sent the 50 down to kind of have them, the 200 or 300 that we have left, or 200 we have left, kind of like surround us in like a semicircle, so like people would not be able to like get to us unless they're coming up from the crater?
Yes, so you basically want to be like, you guys are at the mouth with a semicircle around you as like a protective barrier,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as you guys are just like you're watching the conversation, and it seems that Patrick at one point goes, and like it kind of points back to you guys like at the mouth. You guys are able to hear this sound. And with a 25, you both are able to hear the sound of teeth and a tongue licking up against them. And as you try to pinpoint exactly where this is coming from, you get the sense that this sound of like the licking of chops is coming from the walls around the crater, like the tops of the dunes. Now, if you want to know like what is making that sound, you would need to investigate further. But that's what you're able to hear.
Oh.
I would like. Oh shoot, we're not trying to.
Terrible ASMR.
I feel like going into the crater is a terrible idea.
We're not going in. We're not going in the crater.
Fuck that.
Can I tell what kind of person is sitting by the campfire? Like what kind of race they may be?
Full cloak on, covering their face, but you're able to watch as you're able to hear as the figure stands up from the fire. About 6 feet tall, nothing too discerning. If you want to give me a perception check, it's going to be a high
Yeah.
DC though, like 20. I'm going to say 23. Both of you can give that to me.
Remember, you still have your 2 guidances from the ship
Yep.
and your coin.
What's the guidance D4?
Yep.
Yep.
2.
23.
You got 2 of
DC
them.
23.
I got 24.
24?
Yeah.
I think I'm at a 23 at the flipping coin. I'm at like a 28, I think. 27.
Nice.
I
As
used my dice.
this figure stands up, you're able to watch the figure go. And from underneath the cloak, the fire splashing up against him, illuminating him in orange, you were able to see a leonine snout underneath the cloak.
I'm gonna turn to the dunes that are kind of behind us. You said, right?
They are so
they're
you're
on
at the
the-
mouth right now. They are to your left and to your right.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of position myself where I'm gonna shout to one side and I'm gonna turn and shout to the other. I'm gonna shout to my left. I'm gonna Yorda, and I'm gonna shout to my other one. I know you're here. You can't hide anymore. Come out.
You are able to watch.
Skylar, the stealthy one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yorda! Yorda! Who would send a boy to do a man's job? You're able to watch as this figure raises his arm into the sky, and lightning and strikes him directly into a one-sided axe that is summoned into his hand by the lightning strike, as his cloak that was covering him is disintegrated immediately. In this illuminating flash, you shouting up to the left, shouting up to the right, you guys are able to see that there are, I'm not even joking, 50 Leonin on the left side and 50 Leonin on the right that were posed in a position to come down the sides of the crater and attack you all at the center. You just avoided certain death. You all look, now Nico, I'm gonna speak to you as a player. You have 275 people. They have 101. This is not a fair fight. You guys are on the back foot here. As this figure,
we need everybody else to show up.
One-sided axe struck by lightning arcing across his armor. You are able to see that his armor is, he's completely armored. I'm trying to find my description here. Okay, you are able to notice that he is, again, 6 feet tall but stocky. He's not very tall, but he looks like a professional strongman essentially. His armor is decrepit. It is old. It's probably as old as he is and has been reformed and refitted as it's been going, as he's gone through battles, and you're able to see slashes in the metal and like arrow holes and burns and warped metal, as you see that his mane enormous, covering his shoulders, going down his back. This is an older figure. This is not Yorda. As he looks and goes, "Now why exactly would you speak my son's name? Were you expecting somebody else?"
I turn to AJ real quick. I give AJ the sending scroll and I say, "Do we call the All-God Cleric?" And I give it to you if you want. I give you that decision. And I turn back to this man, and I said, and I'll say back to him, "Yeah, I have some unfinished business with Yorda that I need to settle."
"You got a problem with my boy?"
"Yeah, he tried to kill my friend.
Not my wife.
So I'm gonna kill him."
"You're gonna kill my boy?"
Yep, I'm gonna kill your boy.
"My children would use you as a scent post after stripping you raw. You couldn't handle them, let alone me."
At this moment, oh god, I don't know my stats off my hand. I'm not gonna rage. Turn to AJ. I go, "AJ, any help here?"
I'm gonna turn to her and say, like, we may have the numbers advantage, but we need everybody else, the rest of the cavalry, to come here. But like, everyone's just like posturing right now, right?
Yes, everyone. You're able to see the lightning once again and strikes into this figure, lightning arcing between his armor, and in the momentary flash, you are able to see bloodied maws, all of the Leonins still perched, all armed, all armored, waiting for any kind of command to come and strike. But right now, it's like kind of going against the plans, like no one really knows what's going on right now.
Yeah, I'll call out to the figure in the middle and say, "You are here at the behest of the All-God Cleric. Need this untangle into disarray upon your arrival, or can this wait till later?"
"Oh, drop the frivolous language, you big bucket of bolts! Who are you, and why am I speaking to you?"
"We're the prophets of the All-God Cleric."
Thank you. I forgot my title. What am I,
Prophet of the
Herald of
All-God
War or
Cleric.
some shit?
Now, to the lady that's gonna kill my boy, can I ask you one question? And I'm praying to the almighty God Talos that I am blessed this day or fucking whatever. You wouldn't happen to be a lady with lightning that comes out of her back, right?
That would be my friend.
That'd be your friend.
And then, that would be my friend. And then I'll rage. But my rage is different than what he's thinking of. My rage has the arms that come out from my sides and whatnot instead.
Yep.
But I also have this too, so.
Well, my boy told me that it was gonna be more wing-shaped, but I guess someone with those arms would do. So, my name is Kalinag Pash. I am here with my enormous, unshakable pride. And I'm here to kill every single person that you brought with you. Except for you.
And points at you, her.
Because that is gonna be my boy's pleasure.
And I never want to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
We're
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We're so cooked. Hey, we'll find out how unkillable motherfucker really is.
That's true.
Jesus Christ.
What'd you guys get?
Trash. 11.
18.
11 and 18. Then with that, as Kalinag prepares himself for battle with 100 Leonin paladins surrounding him, as you have your small army posturing, we will get into the Battle of the Crater next time, as we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh boy.
We're dead.
boy.
We're dead.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we having a fun time?
Oh, yeah.
Kills of the
yeah.
campaign.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all having a fun time. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
All
Gentlemen.
ladies and all gentlemen.
All ladies, all gentlemen, everybody.
This is crazy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah,
Well-
we're cooked.
So
You're
Nico,
not.
you
You
just
wish it was
decide-
Yorda. You wish this
Yeah,
was Yorda.
Nico, why did you make a family of like 100 people? Why'd you make a pride of 100 people? This is all your fault.
Yeah, Nico.
Yeah, the family I think
lions.
legit is like 10, him and 10 kids.
It is him and 5 kids.
5. 2 sisters, 3 brothers? Yeah.
2 sisters, 3 brothers, mom's dead, Kalinag's here.
Yeah. 1 dead mom, so they're all pissed.
How do you spell his name?
Kalinag, Kalinag.
K-A-L...
Linag.
Was there any way we could have avoided a battle?
You could have just not gone.
Oh, I couldn't have done that. I didn't know if me like raging like sent him into a.
Oh,
Nah,
no,
they-
you raging, he was like, okay, I need to kill everybody here now. I need to...
They're also very much on-site people, so. I
Yo,
don't think
They had
Absolutely.
100 people.
It's on-site?
We really needed that 5,000. We really needed that 5,000. I
they're all
fucking
gathering.
told
If you guys get within a mile of the city, here's what we're gonna do. Fuck the crater map. Do you guys just want to run away?
I was gonna say, like, I want to send like 150 of them and tell them, like, get Patrick back, and then me and her take the rest of the 50 and book it back to everybody else.
You
Well,
want
that-
to throw?
So it would in total
No.
be 200 versus 100. Allegedly, history says that's enough, and then we just go get everybody else.
Clearly,
but
you
the
haven't
here-
seen the Romans versus the Parthians.
Is there any way?
Or the Turks
I mean,
versus
the
anybody.
reason I gave you the
The
sending scroll was
Mongols.
because I thought maybe the All-God Cleric would have some sort of spell to get himself here.
But he's
I don't know if
kind of
that makes
tapped,
sense.
remember?
Yeah.
It is kind of
I mean, he can try.
Yeah.
But and then also we're also going to be talking about what everyone was up to during their like washing and cleaning and everything. So we're going to have a little bit of a mixture of a battle session and a roleplay session. So get excited for that.
Battle and spa
We'll figure it
day.
out. We'll figure it out, Gab. We'll figure out the plan.
Definitely come up with a plan. If you guys want to run away, I will, because I did make a crater battle map. I will trash that and just have it be like, fuck it, we're just running. We're getting three.
No, I mean,
I would love to kill them, except I don't know if it's possible.
Basically, with what Nico just said, he said, "Go get Patrick back." Those guys are going right into the meat grinder.
That's the
Patrick
point.
might be the only survivor of those 250 that you send in to get him. So
It's kind of the point. I just want to create distractions, because that's the thing too. They're probably pretty quick.
they're perched lions that are hungry. Yes, they're gonna move like their stomachs depend on it.
And here's the thing. We're hoping that none of the other siblings are here. If his sisters are here too, Gab, we're actually so cooked. Because we'll get back. We'll get back, and the 4,000 could be like 1,000 waiting for us. Like I'm being so real.
Now that's too much. That's insane. Skylar cannot single-handedly
Not
kill.
the two of them, yeah. But if both sisters were there, it would be. We'd have a lot less people waiting for us than we would thought.
Nico basically made a bunch of really cool backup characters and went, I never want to use these. Here you go. And I went, okay.
I just made the hit squad.
Yeah.
Mine on his way to go to
The
the
18.
boat and then being like, there's a disturbance. Sees Skylar and goes, ah!
Okay.
I just made a bunch of Anakins, and they just want to keep murdering the younglings.
What do we do, Master Skywalker? There's too many of them!
Oh, God.
Ah!
So yeah, When to Meet's gonna be going out for next week. Get excited for that. But hopefully we're able to meet up on a day where I don't have karate and have to start an hour and a half late. But we will see what happens next session. Thank you for the raid. Oh no, we're gonna raid somebody. Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. Hold on.
Let's raid Dum Dum Dice again. They're
Dum Dum Dice.
they're currently streaming.
I don't know who they are, but we're buddies.
We are friends.
Who am I? Thank you, Sam.
Who
Thank you
am
for
I?
coming. We appreciate it.
You guys for coming. Thank you, Raiders. Thank you. We have a Discord if you
Wow.
want it.
Exclamation point info, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how do I?
Eh.
Let me do the thing.
Exclamation
Got it.
point
Dum
info
dum
in
dice.
your Twitch chat box.
Got it.
And if you or anyone you know has Amazon Prime, you can, or
Sub
yeah,
for
Amazon
free.
Prime, you can sign up for Twitch Prime and use your free Prime sub here. Hashtag ad. Not really.
Good job.
Hashtag ad, not really.
This,
Hashtag
Not
ad.
really.
this
Nah.
stream
We're
Not
raiding
clickbait.
and
sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend.
This
It's
stream was
not.
sponsored by the concept of electricity. So,
This stream was sponsored by Time. By
This stream is
Father
sponsored
Time.
by the Oreo candy canes that I thought I threw out.
you should have.
I thought I
This
did.
stream is sponsored by the Rancid Possum candy canes.
Yeah, to all
have.
17 of you that are still here, we had Ransom Possum candy canes at one point, and it was
Possum?
They tasted
disgusting.
like
yes,
meat.
Possum.
They were
B-
perfectly
like
Yes.
possum.
and
I don't
fresh.
remember that.
there was.
They
You
just
weren't
were
there.
Gross.
Oddly
I
enough,
almost
the
threw
sour
up like
cream and
8
onion was the
times.
worst. That was
Yeah,
worse
that was
than
my
the
least
meat
favorite.
flavored.
No.
And we
sour
did this
cream and
for
onion was
fun.
not bad.
Oh no, it's
It
the
was
bottom
bad.
of F. It's the bottom of F. So
Sour cream and onions a goated flavor though, no matter where you put it.
not in a
Not
candy
in
no,
cane.
cane.
not on a
cane.
candy
People were
cane.
right.
Sorry,
People were right.
But-
It was bad, but it was like C tier.
And then
As-
there was also pork or something, and that shit smelled terrible too.
Meat.
Yes.
There were so
Mate.
many meat flavors.
The
So
meats were
everybody,
bad.
we're about to. So we're gonna be wrapping up. It is getting late. Raid's about to go live. So everyone, love y'all. Have a wonderful evening. Drink water, stretch, and we'll be catching you guys next time. Peace out.
Thank you for coming to the table.
Bye.
I'm not sure. Did that kick
Bye-bye.
everybody out? I assume it does.
Yeah.
It did.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it,
Get rid-
it sends everyone to the raid.
Then we're
There you
gone.
go.
We're gone.
God.
Oh, we gotta.